It's a fantastic day to be alive. Wishing you all happiness, clarity, and freedom today on this gorgeous sunny day. I hope all of you are doing amazing. I hope all of you are feeling well on this gorgeous day. And today, I want to talk about living from the heart. Living from the heart, okay? How can we start to live from the heart? How has this been such an important part of my life and what I believe about living from the heart, okay? So, first off, when you begin to live from the heart, your life will change forever. Your life will never be the same. And I know this because I am starting to do it. I am starting to live from my heart rather than from my mind. That's the switch. That's the key switch that I have made in my life and that I'm continuing to make. It's a process, and that is the switch that this world is currently making, okay? We are losing our minds and entering our hearts, and this is so incredibly powerful. Your heart, you gotta understand, your physical heart is the center of your being. It is the center of love. It is the present moment. It is you. It is the center of your being. It is who you are. You are your heart. You are the energy in your heart. You gotta understand, and I gotta understand, that we are our hearts. This is our center, our soul. This is us. This is who we truly are. Our hearts, right? A lot of us know this, but what I have found is the one major thing that disconnects us from our heart and brings us to our mind, our analytical thinking brain. What brings us to our brain and leaves us from our heart is us getting distracted. That's it. Us forgetting. And when we remember, we come back to the present moment. We come back to everything that's going on. We come back to our lives and we take our lives back. Okay? We take our lives back. So, I want to tell you about my story with regards to like living from the heart. So, back in around September, I moved out to go to college, right? I moved out of my parents' place and I went to college. And a lot of change happened during the last fall season, right? The last season of change. So much change happened in my life. And I know a lot of change happened in your life and everywhere because fall is the season of change. And during this season of change for me, the main switch that started to take place in my life was that my heart started to open. My heart chakra, right, started to open up, started to become activated. And I know this because I could feel it, right? When you begin to live from your heart, you know when your heart's being activated. And you will feel the energy, you will feel the intense, burning passion, energy, love, presence, everything. You feel it throughout your entire body because remember this, your heart is pumping blood throughout your entire body, from your head to your toes. Oh, by the way, I'm standing my bare feet on grass right now, neutralizing the ions in my body. Go ahead and do that because it is very powerful to do that. So, anyways, when you live from your heart, you feel it, you feel the passion, you feel the energy, you feel the love for everything around you. And this is what began to happen in my life back in last fall. And this was like the first time in my life where my heart really began to open. It really started to become activated, right? And the thing was that I think that a big part of this in my life was the simple fact that I moved out of my parents' house, right? I was away from my parents. Now, me personally, I've always had not the greatest relationship with my parents. It's been a lot of struggles, but I'm not going to get into that. But, I have Moon in Virgo, square to Saturn in Gemini, square to Mars conjunct Pluto in Sagittarius. So my moon, Saturn, Mars, and Pluto conjunct are in a T-square. So that's probably why I have a lot of struggles in that area of my life. And not to mention, my rising sign is in Pisces, so that mutable cross is all getting activated, in my chart at least. But yeah, for me, I've had a lot of struggles with my parents, getting along with them, seeing eye to eye. And when I moved out, I noticed that I had the space now to experience love. I had the space to open my heart, to live from my heart. And that's what started to happen. I started to practice gratitude. I actually got into Joe Dispenza a lot, and I started to do his meditations. I started to do gratitude meditations, and these are so powerful, guys. I recommend doing these every single day. You don't even have to do it every day. Just do them, okay? Just try them out. Try out gratitude meditations, and your awareness will enter your heart, and you will feel this energy that is so amazing. But yeah, basically, I started to watch Joe Dispenza. I started to, try gratitude meditations. And the biggest part of all this has everything to do with your day-to-day life. All right, during my day-to-day life, I began to live from my heart. And this is all that matters. During your day-to-day life, are you living from your heart? This is what's important. This is what is so key. A lot of us in our day-to-day lives, we get distracted a lot from our phones, from people around us, from the news, the media, from everything. There's so many infinite distractions in this world. And during our day-to-day lives, we, get distracted. And when we get distracted, we enter our mind space. We overthink, we analyze, and we are not in tune with our hearts, the present moment. Okay? And what I began to do last fall, when I was at university, believe it or not, during my everyday life, started to feel more grateful. I started to feel more love, simply by making a switch within me. That's all it takes. And you have the power to make this switch right now. As you're watching this, you can make this switch. It happens in the present moment. And during my day-to-day life, I began to feel more energy in my heart. I began to feel more grateful for everything. Right? When I was eating, I would feel more grateful for the food. When I was listening to music, I would really feel the music, really focus on it. And what I now realized what I was doing was I was being present with my life and not being distracted, because like I said, distractions take you away from your heart. And this is so key. This is the insights that I gained. When you are present, when you are not distracted, you are not in your mind, right? And when you're present, if you're not in your mind, you're in your heart. You're just living, you're experiencing the beauty all around you. And this was what began to happen in my life. From about September, maybe to October, November about, I really was opening my heart. My heart began to open, I could feel it. And believe it or not, I looked back at the astrology. Mars was in Libra, I think. So there wasn't any difficulties going on with Mars. And the sun was in Libra, in October, obviously in September. And there were lots of changes in my life, so it wasn't all beautiful and blissful, but I noticed that a shift was taking place within me. And these shifts happen at different times for all of us, but I began to become present with my life. And the thing with this is that after about around November, things came up, things happened, I became distracted. I became distracted again, and I lost this feeling of love, this feeling of presence, this feeling of oneness. I lost it. I had it for a while, and then I lost it. And I lost it, and things started to change in my life. I became distracted. There were things that came up in my life, and I lost it. Now, periodically throughout the past 3 or 4 months, I have felt this love. I have felt this presence. But it wasn't anything like when I was back in university, when I was just alone for so long. I wasn't with my parents. And the thing with my parents is that I realized that in order to live from your heart, in order for you to live from your heart, you must have healthy relationships. You must have healthy relationships. It is so important. It is so key to living from your heart. Okay, this is like one of the biggest things that will keep you in your heart, that will keep you from being distracted. Love the people around you. Treat them with respect. Let go of your ego. This is so important. This is so key. I can't stress this enough. If you are in a terrible relationship, during your day-to-day life, this is on your mind. This is going to be on your mind. This is going to be a fear within you, right? If you're in a bad relationship, it could be with your parents, it could be with your siblings, it could be with your significant other. If you're in a terrible relationship, you either have to, 1, get out of it, or 2, fix it. And what I realized with my parents is that I need to fix the relationship. I need to fix it. I need to be respectful. I need to be understanding. I need to be kind. And this is the switch that I'm starting to make now in my life, right? I am fixing my relationships and starting to live from the heart more, because when you fix your relationships, that's like a huge load off your shoulders, a huge load off your mind. Now you have this space to live in love, to live in presence. You must let go of what doesn't serve you so you can create this space for what serves you. This is so key, guys. This is so key. In order to experience love, in order to experience happiness, bliss, what we all want to experience, you must create this space. And for a lot of us, the space is not there because we are distracted. The space is not there because we are distracted. The distractions are eating up our souls, eating up our minds. It's our main focus. And the biggest thing is, where is your focus? Where is your attention? Are you focused within and centered within yourself, or are you always looking out there, distracted? So, if you want to live from your heart, what I've learned so far along my journey, and mind you, I'm just very early in my journey. I am just beginning to live from the heart. I'm just beginning to open my heart chakra, because for so many years it was closed, it was shut off. All these blockages within the body, all these energy blockages are real. And for so long it was blocked within me. And it's still sort of blocked. I mean, it is a long process and it takes time. So understand that I am not a master guru. I am not said guru. I don't know everything. You know, I know what I know. I know my own experiences. And what I'm going to do is share my own experiences. So, yes, I am starting to live from the heart. I'm very early in my journey. But I do know some things. I know that in order to experience love, in order to live from your heart, you must not be distracted. This is like the biggest thing. Because I wasn't distracted when I was in university, for the most part. I still was. I still had school, obviously. But for a lot of the time, I was just alone. I was just sitting in my room. I was alone, reflecting. I had the space to experience love, to experience gratitude. And if you want to create the space to experience love, to experience gratitude, to experience happiness, to experience bliss, you must first let go of the distractions. Second, either fix your relationships or get out of them. Right? If you're in a shitty relationship, get out of it. Don't be afraid to get out of it. Now, it's a little different with my parents because I live with them, but if you are, with somebody that you don't want to be with, do not be afraid to get out of there. I'm telling you now, do not be afraid to get out of there. Now, I've only been in one relationship in my life, so I don't have a lot of experience with this, but I do know one thing. If this relationship is holding you back, if it is distracting you, if it is not serving you, you got to get out. And the relationship that I was in, I actually had to get out. I got out of it because I felt like it wasn't serving me. So, yes, that is very important as well. So, the third kind of way, I like to have 3 points in my videos. The third kind of way to live in your heart is to make that shift, make that switch, let go of the distractions, shift your focus, down into your heart and actually go and have the intention to feel the love, to feel the gratitude, right? When you have the intention to feel love, to feel presence, to feel gratitude, it's just there. It's automatically there. And it's really crazy how it works. But it is insane, okay? I don't exactly know fully how this works, but it is amazing, it is miraculous, it is wonderful. So I encourage all of you to let go of things in your life that aren't serving you. I encourage you to fix your relationships or get out of them, to begin to live from your heart, begin to feel present in your life, begin to love everything around you unconditionally. And I wish you all the best on your journeys, because this is a journey. This is one hell of a journey that we're on. So I wish you the best on it. With that, I want you guys to demolish the like button. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment down below what you think. I love to hear from all of you, and I reply to every single comment. Have a beautiful day. Make it a great day or not. The choice is yours.